you know. I had wonderful teachers that helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like they had the graduation test. I don't know if y'all still have that, but I did a graduation test. I took it like 3 times until I passed, you know. And I worked hard for that. So, I mean, within that standpoint, that doesn't mean, whatever you got going on, that doesn't mean you can't grow. Because I grew from that. Then I graduated. I went on to California, like August 1st. I went out there. Everything was good from the beginning. Everything was good. And when I got there, like I said, everything was good. But as time went on, it was just like nobody cared for me. Like my coaches, you know, I was undersized. I was like 200 at that level. At that level, it was just like I didn't have no way out. You know, I was little. I was like, they ain't had no respect for me, and so I just had to work my way up. You know, and I didn't have, like, over time, like when my lights went out, I ain't have nowhere to like do my schoolwork. That was we was taking cold showers. You know, I still had to go to school. You know, I told coach about it. I ain't get no help. Layers of clothes, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, and that was my first year. All I knew was pride. You know, I never let my mom, I never let nobody know. Because I wanted to finish. I didn't want to, if I came back to Warner Robins, I felt like I get judged for what people don't already know or understand me. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the first year I went through it all the way through. I had to finish before daylight to get my work done. You know what I'm saying? I messed up on some of my classes because of the situation, lack of food. You know what I'm saying? I eat when I had the chance. It was just a lack of everything. So it was just, and then after my second year, I had the red shirt. Red shirt means that, and then the football terms, you don't have the right grades. You had the setback. It was a setback. So I redshirted. Went back out there with my boys. That was one guy that was in Warner Robins with me. We went out there. They had some guys from Miami. We was all together. Went back to our apartment. Everything was kicked out. Everything was gone. I was like, dang, why me? You know, I always said, why me? There's always something with me. You know, I was just like, because she said that a lady needed a place to stay, but I paid my rent and all that. And I was just like, time to involve lawyers and all that, it'll be wasted. It'll be time wasted. So I was going from place to place. Me and my boys, we was going from place to place. And then a lot of people just couldn't stand that. We was going place to place. We had no money really. So I went homeless. Yeah, I went homeless. And I was, like, when I mean homeless, it was just like, I'm staying at parks. I'm getting up before the sun, hit the rock, because I didn't want to be embarrassed. Because the school was kind of right down the street, so I didn't want to be embarrassed. So, like, dang, you know, me being homeless, I ain't had nowhere to go, and I'm still going to class. People are like, why are you sleeping? I'm just like, you know. That's why I always smile. They always say, why are you know, I always smile. That's the joy of it, because when I was homeless, nobody knew. And I was at the park. I'll stay in the laundromats. I'll probably go to school with the same thing all over again, you know, all over again. It was just like the same thing. Like, it's just what it was. Like, one thing I knew, have any of y'all seen Castaway? Yes. Okay. You know how he talked to the ball? You know, I used to talk to the moon. I was at a park, playground. I used to talk to the moon. And every night, I used to talk to the moon. And I was like, because my boy went back to Texas, and I stayed because I just talked to God, and he told me, you're going to make it through it. So I stayed, you know what I'm saying? I stayed. Because it was cold nights, I just laid up with clothes, you know what I'm saying? Nobody. But that's where you find out who really your friends are and who rock with you. So I was just like, I didn't want to be another statistic. That was in my mindset. Like, I know if I would have told, I would have had got help, but that was my thing. Like, it felt like I seen every moon that probably touched the sky. I know it sound crazy, but I was like, I seen every moon, you know, and it was just like, and I passed everything that semester, you know what I'm saying? I did it. I passed everything. But one thing I always tell everybody, like when people tell me, like, I didn't tell nobody until I made it out. So I always give thanks to God. Like, with everything I do, I give thanks to God. You can never get him out of the equation, you know what I'm saying? And I understand, like, when people, like, just eating will bring you to another mindset, not eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing was just eating on the go. Eating on the go, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, eating will bring you in another mind frame. Like, I was like, man, I will, like, you know, how you just want money? I said, man, I'll just go around them for some food. You know, that was my mindset. Like, I was like, man, I need to eat, you know? But I just prayed, and I just, you know what I'm saying? People used to give me food. I had a little lady that used to pray over me. She said, something's not right in your life. There's something going on. I said, nah, everything good. Everything good. A lady just sat with me and my friend from Miami. And we just prayed, you know. And it was just like, it was just the whole setting of it, of everything, you know. It was like, you're running. I felt like I was running from something, but I was running from myself. Like, I just was like, I just didn't want to be another statistic. I didn't want to be judged. Like, because, you know, Warner Robins, everybody know everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I want to achieve, because I seen people come and go. They come and go. And it was just like, so after everything, I was like, my mom was like, when I flew back to Warner Robins, I was like, my mom was like, is everything okay? She said, you're not eager to go back to California? I was like, no, I'm not. She said, everything okay? I said, everything good, you know, and I flew back out. And I had a few more classes, and everything worked out to my favor my last year. And I graduated. I got my associate's degree in liberal arts, and God blessed me to get a scholarship at Fort Valley State. I'm done with football. I'm training for the combine and stuff, and still taking my online classes. So after everything, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, what you're limited to do, or whatever circumstance you in, whatever you got going on. Because I know like back to high school, when I was in remedial classes, you know, everybody, it was just fun and games, you know. It was fun and games, it was cool, you know. I wasn't the brightest, I wasn't the dumbest, but, you know, like, just don't let nobody stop you or limit you at what you got going on in life. Because, you know, you're going to go up some roads, you're going to go down some roads. So, I mean, that is my life, story to y'all. Don't never stop chasing y'all dreams. Amen.